Last night, me and Rowdy arrived here in Las Vegas. We crashed out at this Walmart parking lot. Now we need to get our day started. I'm going to feed Rowdy, and then I'm going to feed myself. I'm going to go to my favorite spot to go to when I get to Las Vegas. Every time I get here, this is the first place I go. I love it. You probably do too. Then I need to get some gas. I'm about on empty over here. I'm dreading that. I can only imagine how much it cost me to fill this fucking thing up. The price of gas is crazy out here in Vegas, and I can only imagine it getting worse as I get to California. Then we're gonna check into my hotel room. I'm super excited about this. I haven't stood there in a while, so let's get this day started. Come on. Alright, there's a hell of a line, but I wasn't expecting anything less. Now, I haven't had In-N-Out in forever. I don't even know what to get. I'm so excited. Ah! Oh man, it looks so fucking good. I like how they ask you if you're gonna eat in your car like a fucking pig. I guess they know their customers. Oh my god. I've been waiting for this for fucking years. When I moved to Las Vegas, I was staying in a lot of hotels on the Strip, as long as there wasn't a convention in town driving up prices, and the Luxor was one of my favorites. Not bad for $39. Best room I've had since I've been on this trip, and the cheapest. Now I need to take a fucking shower. Alright, it's story time. Back when I was a kid, I finally got a really good job, and I was making really good money and doing really well for myself. And had a really nice bike, really nice car, badass apartment, fully furnished with fucking brand new furniture, and felt like I was on top of the world. But I was fucking young and dumb, and had a motorcycle, and at the time I had this nasty habit of running from the police, and I had a pretty good record, but one day they had my fucking number, and the Georgia State Patrol fucking chased me down, and I got in a horrible motorcycle accident where I fucked up my fucking hand, I dislocated my elbow, broke my ankle. I mean, I couldn't walk for months. And the job that I had told me that I was fucking family and my job was secure, which made me feel good. However, about 3 months later, when I was trying to go back to work, my boss told me I held your job as long as I could. Now, I was running from the police, and he could have just said, "Hey, dummy, you run from the police. I'm trying to run a business. I can't hold your job." But instead he told me I was family and that my job was secure. So when it was finally time for me to go back to work, and I didn't have a job anymore, I needed to figure something out. Now I was making more money than I was ever making in my entire life, and I wanted to continue making that type of money. And I didn't feel like I could do it at home, so I started looking online, and so I found 2 job opportunities, one in Las Vegas and one in Hawaii. And I figured, if these don't go right, at least I could take a Greyhound bus back from Las Vegas, where at the time it was about a $1,200 flight from Hawaii. So I went with the Las Vegas option. I got a management position at the Sahara, and they had a sister shop at the Riviera. And I'd never been to Las Vegas as an adult, so I asked if I could bring a coworker with me, and they said yes. So I invited my friend Ron, and me and my buddy Ron flew out to Las Vegas, and we started working at this place, Three Lions Tattoo, I believe it was called. And it really wasn't all it was cracked up to be. I was managing the shop at the 10 a.m. shift, and no one was coming in at the 10 a.m. shift. So I quit the job I came out here for, and I got a job at Mandalay Bay at Mario Bar Starlight Tattoo. And that shit fucking was crazy. It was like a fucking factory in there. And I was making really fucking good money. And I got my buddy Ron a job as well. And so I finally got a good schedule where I was working the 6 to 2 a.m. shift. And that's where you really make the money. But when you get off at 2 a.m. in Vegas, the town's just getting started. And it was becoming a nasty habit where I was fucking watching that sunrise every fucking morning while I was driving home. And you know, you can't do that forever. So I finally decided to leave. But my buddy Ron, he stayed, and I'm gonna go meet up with him for a drink. Can't wait, fucking, it's been forever, so let's go check it out.
What's up, stranger? Good, how you been? Oh yeah. Good to see you. Alright, I'm here with my buddy Ron. Okay, we used to work together back in Atlanta. I haven't seen this dude in how many years? 12. Fucking at least. Now we're gonna go down to Ellis Island. We're gonna grab us a bite to eat and then go grab something to drink. Catch up.
When I used to live here, I'd come down to Ellis Island a few times a week. They used to have this amazing steak dinner for $5.99 that included a steak, 2 sides, salad, bread, and a Pilsner glass of beer. Now, I knew it wasn't going to be $5.99 anymore, but I wasn't expecting $17.99, and it no longer comes with the beer. Although the steak was great, I was disappointed that they remodeled, and now it looks like all the rest, instead of having that old school Vegas vibe that I remember and love. New day, and I really just been hanging out in my room, editing videos, laying around and watching Netflix. I used to live here, so I'm not really that impressed with the spectacle of Vegas. But today, I'm going to do some exploring and go down memory lane.
Pretty cool to revisit this place. However, when I was working here, it was a fucking whole lot fucking busier. I was fucking killing it here. Looks pretty dead. Recreational weed's legal here, and you smell it everywhere. So the whole time I lived here, I never actually seen the fountain show. That was really cool. That was super cool checking out the strip. Now I'm gonna head back to the hotel and have a couple drinks. Come on. So I just came out here to smoke. It reminds me back when I first got here to Las Vegas. I didn't know anyone. I was looking for some smoke. I met this dude outside the Sahara where I was working. He didn't know me. I didn't know him. It was a bit fucking sketchy, to say the least. We finally made the exchange, and of course, I got ripped off. So I'm glad it's legal these days. Alright, I'm all packed up and ready to check out. And after I came back last night, I decided to go back out, and I really shouldn't have. I'm so hungover today. But I met some really cool people, so I feel it was worth it. Now I'm gonna go meet up with my buddy Ron. We're gonna go eat a sandwich at Capriotti's. I fucking love that place. Then we're gonna hit the road and see some more adventures. Come on. When I used to live here, me, Ron, and some other friends, we would come down here all the time, and they would get the Bobby sandwich. It's turkey, stuffing, and cranberry.
Now, at the time, I wasn't a big fan of the cranberry idea, but times change, and so did my taste buds, and this has been my third one on this trip. It's like Thanksgiving dinner and a sandwich. It's amazing.
How is it, Ron?
It's awesome. My favorite place.
Mine too. When I was a kid, my grandfather took me to this next destination, and although I was so young, when you see something like this, it really sticks with you. It's absolutely amazing, and I'm looking forward to revisiting it. Wow, what an engineering marvel made by true Americans of all cultures. Absolutely incredible.
When I was a kid, I remember this being full, but since then, there's been a loss of 6 trillion gallons of water and now only contains about 50% of its overall storage capacity, with Lake Mead's water surface elevation dropping over 143 feet. It's a shame.
Revisiting Hoover Dam was amazing, and Vegas is always a good time. But I moved out of there for a reason, and I think it's time to get out of Nevada. We're going to head over to California and hit Los Angeles and hit the Pacific Coast Highway. So I'll talk to you next week in California.